It is a DMV first warn day for that threat of some heavier rainfall that could lead to some instances of flooding through the day today. So heads up. The radar out there this morning, though, still remaining relatively dry right around D.C. We do have this line of rainfall that will continue to move its way north and eastward and likely moving into the district within the next hour or so. We have this line extending from just the east of Cumberland and then across the eastern panhandle over towards the Martinsburg area, down through Winchester, down towards Dale City, and eventually over across southern Maryland, dealing with that wet weather, even right along parts of the I-95 corridor. If you're commuting into D.C. from Fredericksburg, Stafford, and Dale City, you're likely going to be riding right along with that rainfall as it continues to lift its way north and eastward. Flood watches, though, those still remain in effect until early tomorrow morning, at least for western Maryland and parts of West Virginia that dealt with that excessive rainfall last week that led to that catastrophic flooding for parts of that area. So again, another flood watch is in effect for that area until early tomorrow morning. And right along the Blue Ridge, the thinking is that with excessive runoff, there could be that threat for some flooding out that way until 11 p.m. tonight is that flood watch for that area along the Blue Ridge in Virginia. Satellite and radar showing us we have that batch of rain lifting its way north and east through the region. Now, that's also see with that low pressure back out towards our west. As we zoom on in on the map to show you future casts through the day today, you really will notice those temperatures really don't budge all too much through the day. So it's going to be a cooler one with high temperatures likely into the upper 50s to lower 60s. Yeah, not a big difference in the temperatures from what they're starting off with out there this morning. So unseasonably cool out there today and also quite damp. Much of the rainfall slides across the area through this morning commute. And then by midday, we should slowly start to see that first batch of rain push its way out. So at least into the early afternoon hours, we do see some dry times, but it will still remain overcast and cool and still a bit damp out there on those roadways after all that rain from earlier. Then we have more rain on the way, especially into the north and westernmost parts of our area where that flood watch is going to be holding until early tomorrow morning. We do have some pockets of steady to heavy rain again that could develop later on this evening. And still mainly, much of it will be mainly along and north of 66, with still a few showers could die their way farther south and east. Then as we get towards tomorrow morning, any rainfall mainly for the northernmost parts of the area, but overall mainly cloudy. And we're still looking at some scattered shower activity out there for your Thursday. Friday, some spotty shower chances. In terms of the excessive rainfall outlook for the day today, bullseye right over towards western Maryland, parts of West Virginia, that slight risk, meaning we could see some scattered instances of flash flooding. Now where we have that marginal risk, that's where we could see some isolated areas of some flash flooding. So just a lower chance in the marginal areas farther to the south, not included in that excessive rainfall outlook for the day today, but just watch out for some ponding on those roadways. So again, DMV first warn day today with more rain that's continuing to push its way across the area on top of all the rainfall we had last week. As we get towards tomorrow, some scattered showers, highs start around 70, so a little bit warmer. We're into those upper 60s to round out the work week. Spot shower or two. I know a lot of people have travel plans on Friday ahead of the Memorial Day weekend. So again, heads up, spot shower chance. As we look towards the end of the week and into that Memorial Day weekend, we do have those low pressure systems continuing to lift out. And as we look towards Saturday, we're still looking dry out there. We do have this trough though that's still close by. That could bring us a bit more of the cloud cover at times, at least later in the day Saturday. And then for Sunday, we are looking dry. Memorial Day Monday, we could see some isolated showers late in the day, but we're looking at much of the day dry. But we'll notice increasing cloud cover through your Memorial Day. High temperatures, though, looks like Memorial Day Monday will be the warmest day out of that holiday weekend. Highs lower 70s and still lower 70s as we look ahead towards next Tuesday with some showers around. Oh boy.